Hey everybody, welcome back to my adventures in Minecraft 1.19.3. It's been a little bit since I've recorded. Well, okay, technically I recorded one yesterday, but it was a very brief video where I tried out time-lapsing and I had to learn how to edit that into my videos. But anyways, right where we left off, where we cleared this land. Well, we sort of cleared it, mostly just extended it out and prepared this area to build some sort of a base. If it ends up being my permanent home, that's yet to be determined. But who knows, maybe we will end up settling down here. And I'm going to be using this video as mostly a building montage, hopefully. So I think I'm going to try to do some time lapses throughout the video, and I'll probably just put some music over it. I didn't in my last one, but this time I probably will, as long as I don't have any copyright issues. So yeah, I'm just gonna say right now that we're going right into a time lapse. So hopefully you enjoy that. And before I get right into it, I'd like to quickly ask today's comment question. Go ahead and let me know down below what ores you want to see added to Minecraft, because throughout the game's lifespan, people have talked about stuff like rubies and other precious gems that we have in our world in real life, where sometimes people have even recommended some custom or made up ores, like some sort of ender ore that you would find in the ends of outer islands. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. I read all the comments and I do my best to respond, so let me know. Without further ado, let's enter into our time lapse. I'll catch you in a few. Alright, hopefully my mic is working. I've never tried the mute feature on it, just so, any, keyboard sounds or mouse clicking, ruins, that clip if I decide to leave the natural audio in the background, but I'll see when we get to post-edit, but I got the frame up. The reason I went straight into a time lapse and kind of rushed the beginning of this video is because I knew this was going to take a while. I had no dimensions in mind. All I knew is five block spacing, so 5x5 squares in between the pillars. So this is all I've got so far, and there's still a lot to be desired. I have very vague plans for this, but I don't know. That's kind of the beauty of this is no plans. I can do this however I want. But I can give a little bit of a rough idea of what I want. So there will be some sort of house built on top of this. So treat this log here as ground level for the main part of the house. So it'll probably be wood, glass, windows, more or less probably just a lobby room, honestly. And everything below this, so inside here, since this will be roofed off, or however you want to say it, it's going to be a basement area, project, whatever. I can divide this into essentially 4 areas or do whatever I want, make it one big room. And below that I can dig down and just, keep bringing the house down rather than building it up, which is essentially what I'm trying to do. And the other thing I gotta take care of here in a moment is figuring out the porch, because this is going to be a walkway all the way around. Or at least that's my idea in theory. So we'll see about that. Either I will build a second frame out from this one that will have the porch, or the porch will actually go inwards like 5 blocks. Still not entirely for sure, but I'm going to probably jump right back into a time lapse and you will get to watch me try to sort that out. Also, to anybody watching up till this point, since I know sometimes time lapses are boring also, if you have any suggestions, please send them my way. I really need the help on this one. I have no plan right now, so if you guys want to send in some help, I am all for it. So sit back and enjoy hopefully a shorter time lapse, but we'll see. I'll catch you guys in a few. Alright, so... Oh, hold on. There we go. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cut back in here and just start talking about some plans here because I really do need some input. So, as you can see, this is a lot of like trial and error, trying to figure out what's gonna work. And so far I think I'm onto something, but you know, as soon as I start to think that I have something I'm comfortable with and proceeding with the plans, it's like, I don't know. Because when I build something, I really like the idea of, oh, yeah, this is an idea that I can work with, and I want to see it to the end. You don't want to start a project and then have to tear it down halfway through or something, or let alone just leave this half-built structure on your map. So I'm trying to avoid that. And yeah, I'm just mining random stone where I can because this has to go at some point anyways. But I don't know. I'm a little hesitant, but at the same time, I can't help but feel that if I just kind of get an idea up, I might be able to kind of fill it out. But I guess we'll have to see. But I'm just gonna grab maybe 2 stacks, even though it's not enough. I do need to just keep trucking with the building process the best I can. See, I don't typically build on this scale when I start a world, but I'm giving it a go now. Usually having enchanted tools and access to more variety of materials is ideal, but we're just gonna take our time doing this. And I don't feel pressured on time or anything, but I do want to get this built so I can start developing the area around it. Like I said, even if this isn't going to be a permanent base, it would still be ideal to start having farms and stuff existing around the area. And, you know, once this is built, I can completely focus on pushing some of this land back. And there's something I want to do over there, like build some sort of a pier or a dock. This isn't the ocean, so I won't call it a pier, but some sort of structure out there. It just makes sense for the sake of fishing, because I'm sure I will end up doing quite a bit of that to obtain, well, a variety of materials. But now that I've got this down, I can put this plan into action, and that is trying to line all this up, but I'm not sure it's going to work. I'm not sure. I think it will, since everything is just like a shrunk down version. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is why I've been going into time lapses, is because I count out loud. Oops. I count out loud to try to make sure I get everything right. Yeah, everything's cool. So, and I've just been like keyboard mashing my way through this. So it's probably for the best that I keep doing the time lapses, and if they do get tedious or annoying, I am totally okay with like just leaving in the process and commentating over it. But like I keep kind of mentioning, it would be probably annoying after a while if you guys just listen to me counting out loud and trying to figure things out. If I had a plan for a structure, it would be a different story, because, well, I got the plans, all I got to do is build it. And I don't have a test world for this, and I have not tried anything in a test world. Also, I'm going to have to figure out something with the steps. I went with cobblestone for now, but that's definitely probably going to change, because, I mean, look at this. And I didn't want to go full wood yet, especially because, you know, the stairs are kind of a minor thing. I figured the wood would just blend in and look kind of garbled, but if that's even a right word to use. So I was like, oh, the stone will stick out. But now that I'm thinking about it, you'll have cobblestone steps, stone brick as a base, and then wood everywhere else, logs and planks. So, I don't know. Ideally, it may make more sense if the frame was made out of like spruce logs, since they're a little bit darker and contrasted by oak. I'm by no means a building expert, because I don't spend most of Minecraft just building like houses and fabulous structures. So this is just me making do with what I know. And trying to make something decent, like something I can come back to and be proud of. Oh, a thunderstorm. I'll go ahead and sleep here in a second, but... Oh well, you know. I'm gonna have to... I got the tree farm started. I actually meant to do it earlier, but there was a little bit of a delay because I was not thinking. I didn't remember the plant. I think I already have the carrots, but we'll go ahead and nab those anyways. One thing I need to remember is I want some sort of roof access on this house if I can. If I can, that's cool. If not, it's whatever, but having some sort of elytra takeoff point would be super cool. And if I come home, I can land on it, because I really enjoyed landing on the top of my house in the Minecraft playthrough. So I'd like to maybe do something like that again. Also, on this entryway, I think it makes sense to have the logs stick up. I'm going to do them in all the corners, but I'm going to make an exception here because it makes a little more sense to probably up one more than that, but for now we'll just leave those there. So this is loosely based off of an idea I had a long time ago in an old Bedrock world for a house that I never finished, but it was similar to this. I almost want to say the frame was bigger, but I'm not entirely for sure, and I can't say that with confidence, so I'm not going to throw it out there. I'm going to go and try to continue this though. Oh, and if I was smart, I'll get more stone in a minute, but I need to make sure that I'm constantly smelting stuff so that this base gets complete. It gets sealed up. Oh, I should have saved a log and stuck it in the corner there. Oh well. Oh well. That's the only problem with this is it's going to be resource heavy, like really resource heavy. Well, wood wise, everything's a resource, but at least one wood one log equals 4. So I don't know. The worst part about building this is most certainly going to be just waiting for trees to grow and having to replant them. Oh well. Sort of started running into that problem in the last series, but I know cobblestone's such a weird choice as a base here, like a floating foundation, but it's not the worst thing. Also, I'm not really sure how comfortable I feel with this. I think the porch size being 5 blocks here, the wood, this part here, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is okay. It's not bad, but it still feels a little cramped. But I think maybe once the walls are up, maybe I'll change my mind. But anyways, the plan is just like on the last house that I built in my previous series, fence posts lining this. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, just fences to keep us from flopping off and just kind of to look cool. And I want to add greenery to it, so like, I don't know, some sort of like hanging plants or shrubs would just look really cool. But I think this is a really good step in the right direction. Not sure how much longer I'm going to let this video run on for, but I got to get a lot of stuff done, and this is going to start getting really dark here really fast. So, because of that, we're going to go ahead and lay some torches down. I'll have to definitely add more, but oh well. We're going to go and grab some wood. Made sure I had that axe. Oh, well, that's a big tree. Yeah, we'll leave that one there for now. But we'll just start harvesting some wood. And as the saplings fall, we'll just plant more and try to keep expanding this forest. I can't help but feel that this is going to be such a crappy episode because of the lack of commentary, and that it's me trying my best to edit in the time lapses, which I still haven't completely mastered. I think the last one, which was my first ever time lapse, was a little janky, but I don't know. I am most certainly learning I'm learning so much doing YouTube though. Like, I had no idea how to edit anything, you know, do cuts. Cuts are such a simple thing, but if you've never done it before, you can't say you know how to do it. But YouTube has provided me the opportunity to teach myself these things, and teach myself I have done. I'm trying to do. Like when I learned how to do shorts, that was kind of cool. I did have to Google like, what makes a short a short? Like, I knew they were a minute long, so I knew that part. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make a 1 minute long video. Cool. But when I'd upload a minute long video, was it becoming short? Oh, you gotta change the resolution. What is it? Resolution or whatever? You get 9:16 instead of 16:9. So yeah, I'm slowly learning. But oh well. I've got plenty of time to learn some things and whatnot, and I'm glad that my audience now seems to be okay with the experimental stuff, because everybody's kind of stuck around and continue to watch my stuff. Even if it's not a large portion of people, I appreciate everybody who does. But it's super cool that like I can post stuff and people don't just start like spamming comments like, oh, what is this? Like today, for example, I just posted, I recorded and posted in the same day a bunch of shorts from the original Contra games, because I was really feeling into it. That's a series I love, and I used to be so good at the games, but I have stopped practicing, so I'm a little rusty, and that's what that was about, is I just wanted to play the games a little bit, and that's what I did. Maybe it's worth doing like a live stream in the future where I try to relearn one of the games each stream and whatnot. But those were fun to make, and then I posted a. Oh, why is my yawning so bad at all these videos? I'm not even tired. Oh, that's a good bit of wood. Oh well, so far so good. I'm gonna go and pick up some saplings though and make sure that I'm definitely spreading this around and collecting sticks. Collecting sticks is such a great thing they added to the game, because it saves you from always having to craft stuff and having random sticks laying around, and I don't know, it makes sense. Why wouldn't sticks drop? They're a part of the tree. So anywho, I gotta get rid of some of this tall grass. It can be hard to see, like creepers and stuff, when you're hanging out in it. But, anyways. So far, I'm not upset with the house or anything. It's been a little less painless of a process than I thought it was going to be. But still, we're not out of the woods yet, and I'm just hoping there's no complications where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to do something else. But at the very least, this will serve as a good starter house, and a big one at that. So let's go gather some stone. I usually like to save my diamond picks. I shouldn't probably dig on that layer. I usually save my diamond picks since at the beginning of the game you don't have any diamonds. But I'm just going to go ahead and use this because it's going to be faster than shredding through iron stuff. And I think we have, like, what, a handful of diamonds at home, maybe? 8 or so. But for now, I'm cool with using this pickaxe. In regards to any updates on myself, yeah, I got one. Last night was Ant-Man Quantumania, and I don't know why some people are saying that movie was so bad, because I thought it was great. I thought it was better than both Thor, Love and Thunder, and Wakanda Forever, which were both fairly weak movies for me, even though I thought Thor, Love and Thunder in concept was awesome. and I had no idea what was I was getting myself into going into Wakanda Forever because I didn't see any of the trailers at that point. All I knew was a Marvel movie was coming out, and if I want to stay up to date, I need to watch it. So my opinions on that movie are kind of weird because I had no expectations, so I can't say like my expectations for the movie were achieved or destroyed. But Ant-Man, I think, even though it's definitely not the best movie. Far from it, really. It is such a big step. Excuse me. In the right direction. I need to start filming these like right when I wake up so that I have no reason to yawn. Let's go ahead and do this really quick. Oh well, we'll go place these down really quick. Actually, I should do them on this side since this is going to be the front. But I thought the movie was such a big leap in the right direction when we're talking about the shows and the movies that have come out recently, is that they just feel like there's no stakes and they're going nowhere. It's like, what are we building up to? That's what made the previous movie so special, is everything felt like it was playing a part into a bigger universe. And in a way, those movies were. These are just my opinions, you know? But I'm like, what was the point? But in Ant-Man, you know, no spoilers, of course, it felt like we were finally building up to something worth waiting for. And I think that's great. It's still a slow build-up because I believe this is the beginning of Phase 5. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, we're guns a-blazing now. No, it's still a fairly slow build-up to whatever the big finale will be. But it's exciting nonetheless, and even though the movie had a slow start, I think and at times, you know, it's not like the stakes felt super big, but it still felt like, you know, if they don't succeed, you know, what's going to happen? And I don't know. The rest is up to you guys to figure out if you like the movie, or if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. Especially if you did not like the most recent Marvel projects, I think this one is definitely worth at least checking out. And if you're like really hesitant, then yeah, when it comes out on Disney Plus, it's still, I think you should probably take a look. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I got these. I could just use these as visual representation, so I can just build this as long as I want. With this little fella hanging out, helping me. Let's go ahead and take care of him, so when I go to bed, he's not a bother. Oh, today in collectibles land or whatever, I need a name for this segment, like, just so I can geek out and talk about collectibles and movies and stuff. On eBay, this is something I've wanted for quite a while, but I've been so hesitant on just buying it because, nah, I can spend money on more reasonable things, you know. I do put life and bills and whatnot before collectibles and geeky stuff. But I finally had the chance to pick up a Spider-Man figure because I don't really collect Spider-Man stuff like that. I wish I could, but because of the market for just Marvel in general, it's pretty unrealistic to do that. It's like Star Wars in many ways. People buy that stuff up and they just flip it for a ridiculous price just because they can, no matter how much it's actually worth. Also, I might have to get rid of these and go every other one. I don't know. It's a frame. We'll work with it. So with that said, I wish I could collect some Spider-Man stuff since he's my favorite superhero. However, it's tough to. But today, because I did some searching recently, you know, I was looking for a a figure called Battle Ravaged Spider-Man, which is the battle damaged version of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man from the end of the first Spider-Man 2002 movie. I think I overcomplicated that so much, but you know what I mean. From the final battle with Green Goblin where he gets all tore up. And I've always wanted that figure. Oh, this is not good. My hunger. Cool. Take care of this guy real quick. So I wanted to get that figure forever because it was so cool. And not a lot of people seem to care about it because they'd rather just have a regular Spider-Man than this tore up battle damage one. Even though I think the battle damage look is sick. So I looked that up recently and they were all, you know, this is what was stupid is I meant to get these figures. Is that another spider jockey? You've got to be kidding me, dude. What is up with that? Was it? It is. Look at that. Oh, and the spider just despawned. Did you guys see that? Oh, that's crazy. I think I'm tripping. Unless I saw that wrong. Go and sleep really quick, really quick, really quick. But anyways, that was a figure I wanted, and I intended on buying it before No Way Home because I knew, I was like, if the Spider-Men are truly returning, it's going to drive the market up because people are going to want their collectibles, and they're going to be reminded of those films. And at the time, that figure was like $75 probably, and then it's only steadily went up from there, which is just always annoying. But it's the reality of collecting, you know. But it's my fault for letting that stuff go for so long, and now it's worth anywhere between 100 and 120, I'd say, in the box. But sure enough, today I got a notification from eBay from some listing I must have looked at a while ago, and it was like, hey, this is going to be ending in like an hour if you want to put a bid on it. And I looked at the price, I'm like, oh, what the heck, sweet. The reason I don't typically bid on things unless it's about to end is because somebody's only going to one-up me anyways, and I was like, you know what, everybody probably wants this figure, and they're just going to raise the bid sky high anyway, so I don't really care. In a couple days it's going to be over $150, but nobody was bidding on it. Somebody had a bunch of automatic bid set and was claiming their spot, so I came in there and blew him out of the water because I knew how much I wanted to spend, so I was like, you know what, this is what I'm putting down, this is what I'm willing to pay for it. Obviously I was not going to pay over $100 or even close to $100 for it, so I put in my bid at $75 as my top dollar because I was like, yeah, it's still saving quite a bit of money while still paying what I think the figure is sort of worth. It was in good condition, besides one corner just had shelf wear where the cardboard's a little warped, but it was on a straight card and everything, so I put in my bid, and I put it in like with 40 minutes still left on the thing, and the guy kept putting in automatic bids trying to win it, and I guess he did not feel comfortable putting down that much money, and I ended up winning, which is cool. I like telling these stories just because it's kind of fun to talk about that kind of stuff and just kind of nerd out. I like hearing other people's stories with how they got their really cool things too. I don't know, it's just so cool. Especially because when people talk about value, it can really help other collectors out when they're trying to figure out, hey, how much should I actually be paying for something? But anyways, that will be here before long. Hopefully. I need to go ahead and start building the porch this way, so... Or deck. I should start calling it a deck. So that, I can work on this side of it without parkouring around. Or tight-roping, rather. Yeah, this is just about the end of the video, though. After I harvest this last batch of wood, I think, having the deck most of the way complete is a good stopping point. Because I'm sure this video is, you know, there's no time-lapse yet, but it's well over an hour. So hopefully I can shrink this down to under 40 or 45 minutes. Oh no, I hate making these long videos because I know everybody wants to not watch a documentary of how I made my house in Minecraft. But regardless, sweet, that's good to go. And then I can do that. And the frame's done. Okay, everything is falling into place though. I'm really happy. I just don't know how the walls and how this part of the house here is gonna look. So that's the part I'm super worried about, and I might have to make a copy of this world, or I actually don't. Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft for so long, but I don't know how you actually make a copy of a world. I think you just go into the file folder, like right click and copy, right? Oh no, you back up the world. I'm such a moron. I think you can back it up and then you put the backup on your saves folder. So you move the backup from the backups folder to the saves folder, and then you'll have two. You'll have the old backup, and then those should be able to coexist without one trying to like cancel out the other. I think that's what makes the most sense to me. So I'll probably have to give that a shot. But yeah, I never do downloads or anything. I don't give my world out or anything like that. I always make a separate little test world if I'm doing something, and that's where I can throw my hat into the ring. And honestly, yeah, it makes more sense to... Oh, I heard an Enderman. Hopefully he teleports in under cover there or something. But yeah, I mean, it would make a lot more sense to have a creative version of your world that you can just tinker around on. Even though some people... Oh, crap. I see him. I see him. I see him. I see him. Stay there. Sweet! That was so worth it. Awesome. It is a thunderstorm, so technically we could sleep right now and skip all this, but real men will usually work through the rain, right? I'm joking. But, like I was saying, what was I saying? Crap, I've lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, whatever. The house will hopefully come together, and I won't panic about how I'm building that up. Oh, I was talking about creative world. Some people think it's cheating, some people don't. I don't think it's cheating unless you do the thing where, like, you load up a new seed and then you like recreate it and you make a copy of it or whatever, and then you find all the structures in creative mode with like /locate. I think that's pretty crappy. I've never done that on a legit world, because why would you? Why would you do that if because it just takes all the fun out of it. Go to the village, get the locator map for the Woodland Mansion with the stronghold and the end portal. You know, go get the Eyes of Ender. Whoa, that was close. Shoot, I forgot, because I'm building a... I need to sleep or this is going to get annoying. If I build a wood house, I need to put a lightning rod on it, so I think incorporating lightning rods into the design? Come on, he's got such bad aim. Incorporating lightning rods into the design would be kind of cool. I mean, technically, I only need like one on the very top of my house, because I think that would be within range, but... Oh, good. I like that we have quite the... hang on. Ugh, sorry. We're building up quite the arrow collection, which is what I ended up doing in my last world, so I need to go ahead and make a new sword. Get rid of that. Get rid of this too. Let's go and make our upgrade real quick, if you can call it that. Let's go plant some trees and harvest some wood. Try to finish this deck off, so potentially in the next episode we can just start building the upper half of the house. Like I said, I hate making the longer videos because I feel it's probably annoying to most people, or like, oh my gosh, if I want to watch and see what happens, I gotta watch through 40 minutes of footage, and I get that, but I feel like if I just get this out of the way, then it saves you from a 20-part house building series. like I said, I like watching the longer videos, so I'm a little biased. That was risky. But at least when the house is done, the game starts to truly begin in a way. Because I can start moving it in and designing things and whatnot. Let's get rid of you. I didn't have to get rid of you, but I wanted to. Now the trees are coming in like full force. We may not be able to keep up with them anymore, but I'm going to just do a couple more and call it good. I can't truly sit here all day and run in circles trying to cut down trees, but we'll call this tree right here good. We'll do a quick little run around and look for saplings in the immediate area. Get this out of my hotbar. Are there any laying around? This one here we can put back down. One over here I'm going to put there, and not too close to the house. Don't want it to grow into the frame or anything. Put one down here. Screw it. Put one right there, and here. And here. Excellent. Okay. Let's go do that. Wait, did I put... Yeah, I put more of that on smelt, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look. That's done, so we want to do this side. Oops. There we go. I need to check around and see if any of my friends still play Minecraft or anything, or would be interested in like starting a series together. But I'd have to find somebody who's actually committed to it. I don't like doing series where you start and stop it, and then you got people who are like, hey, I really like that. When are we going to see another episode? That's always not really a good feeling, so hopefully I never have to do that, but if I do, at least I would give people some closure and say, hey, this is what happened, this is why I'm not able to finish X, Y, or Z. However, like I was saying, it would be really cool to not just post this once every day. I have no problem with doing it, but I get that people would probably be kind of upset watching this every day if this isn't their cup of tea. That's why I made a bunch of shorts and am planning. I mean, this is still up in the air because I need to find something that I can actually do, but planning on continuing to film some more games like Sonic, and I have Minecraft Story Mode. I just got that recently on Steam, and the Adventure Pass or something like that. I don't really know anything. Well, I don't know a whole lot about Minecraft Story Mode in general, so I don't know how much how much DLC that game actually has. But I've found that a Steam key for that, since it's no longer on Steam, and the Adventure Pass or whatever, if I bought them together it was cheaper, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to get it at some point if I ever do a let's play of it or something, a playthrough. So I was like, I don't know if this is all the DLC. I don't know anything, so if people are ever interested in that, well, I can tell. Oh, it looks like we might be short on wood in the end. This is the last stretch though. Oops. But like I was saying, if there's some interest in that down the road, and we could do a stream on that and watch my reaction to those things for the first time. I played through the first episode when the game came out, but after that I fell off. I was like, eh. But it would be cool to upload something in between, either like a survival series with a friend so I have somebody to commentate with and talk to. Or, oh, this is going to be like just fine. Just fine. Oh, I still have this. So, no, it's not going to be just fine. It's actually not okay, and I'm not happy. I'm actually probably going to cry. Okay, we'll get the last little bit and we'll call it an episode. I apologize for the video running over. But it would be cool to have some sort of series running where I can post every other day so that people who are watching different things can have something to look forward to rather than, oh, it's a week of Minecraft. Because of course I'll get tired of Minecraft at some point as well. Inevitably. Maybe not for a while, but we'll see. Ideally, if, you know, things worked out, I would just record a couple of these a day. Well, enough to get me ahead, and then I could work the next couple days until I run out of videos for this, and I could post other video games, like do playthroughs. For instance, one video that I want to film today, but it might not happen. It might have to wait till tomorrow, just so I'm a little more what's a good word? Energetic. I'm a little more energetic, and we'll be able to be a little more entertaining. I want to do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time playthrough. Well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4. I just totally jumbled that. TMNT 4 Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo. I really want to do a playthrough of that. And then I got to thinking, well, the Cowabunga collection came out, and I haven't had a chance to play through all the games. I've beaten them all before besides the tournament fighters or whatever, the fighting games. I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. But I've played through all of them. My town has a original TMNT arcade machine. So I've beaten that with both by myself and with a couple friends one time. We did 4-player and got through the game, which was really cool to say we beat it on the original hardware. But I never got to do it Turtles in Time on an actual arcade cabinet, but I had to emulate that one. But all the other games, wait, no, I haven't beat Turtles on NES. I haven't done that. I've made it pretty far, but I have never actually beaten it. That one is, it's pretty tricky, so that's something I would really like to do. But I got to thinking, well, if I want to do a Turtles in Time playthrough, why not just do a series where I long play through all the games? And that would be fun for me, because I want to get all the achievements. You know, this is the first time they made a collection of these games, and I want all the achievements because I'm pretty familiar with all of them. And at the same time, I get to make videos on them because I really want to commentate and talk about my memories I have growing up with these games, because, oh my gosh, Turtles in Time is a huge, huge part of my childhood, man. I played that game to death. So that would be super cool. I actually made a Turtles in Time video a very, very long time ago, years and years ago, and it is so bad. It is so bad. It is, actually, it might not be on my channel anymore. I privated the 5 or so videos that I originally made, you know, when the channel first went live, when I was a kid. I was in middle school at the time. I privated them because, like I mentioned in another video or a stream, the quality just is not good, especially on the gameplay. They're so grainy and blurry. So it would be a good way for me to remake these videos and make them to their fullest potential. So that wraps it up for this one. I'll have to get some more wood next time and come up with an idea, but this is kind of a good start. I'm starting to feel really good about this. It's coming together. I hope you had some enjoyment with this video. Like I said, please, 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 suggestions for helping me make this thing green with plants and life and structures. Let's end the video by killing this Enderman. Is there any more? No. But yeah, I couldn't be more content. I was so worried about making this video, and that's why I didn't even start it yesterday, because I had no idea. It was just a concept. Come on, give us the pearl. Best way to end it off. Sweet! That's what, 3 now? We got one at home. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.